Back to the video today. This is the part 2 for me reacting to the prequel of The Thing. So let's watch this, shall we?
Cheap 80s computer graphics for mid-grade 2010 CG computer graphics as Kate and Adam discover that the alien cells are attacking and transforming into human cells.
They're imitating his cells.
Dun dun dun. Now, we're 40 minutes into the movie, and these characters are just discovering what we've known this whole time, and I honestly can't decide whether to commend the movie's patience or get frustrated by the slowness of it. In any case, things pick up the next morning when a very sick Olav leaves with the American chopper team to go get some medical help. In the bathroom, Kate discovers two important things. First, some bloody dental fillings on the ground, and then a shower full of blood. Knowing someone has been thingified, she runs outside and flags down Carter to stop anyone from leaving the base. But as Carter begins to drop that bird, Olav starts shaking. But turns out that's just a red herring, because Griggs is the thing, and holy shit, that CG looks real bad, man. Oof. Oh no, shit. Thing no! He stands up and Twizzlers come out of his chest, right into Olav, which
makes me not want to eat Twizzlers ever again.
What a letdown. Sorry you couldn't have been killed by OG Thing, Olav. Kate and Edvard watch as the helicopter spins out of control and crashes behind a mountain range. They can't go out to look for them because their only other chopper is refueling at another base. And it turns out the radio is dead too. Wait, who's this guy? What, another nothing character? Yeah, his name's Colin. He's English.
Radio's dead. He's fucking dead.
Kate goes back to the water closet and finds a freshly cleaned shower stall, meaning a thing person must still be at the base. Edvard finally tells Halvorsen to go fuck himself so they can bring in outside help, but Kate tells them nobody should leave, which pisses off Edvard.
I make decisions about this guy.
I know, Edward.
Yeah, she knows Edvard. She tells everyone there the other things she knows.
Wait,
too,
how come he
like
didn't
the
count
cells,
before?
the dental filling she found
How
on
come
the
he couldn't
ground,
count the
and
other
the
people?
mysterious bloody shower. But Edvard ignores her anyway and takes Colin and Lars to leave. Ugh, I wish these people acted as rationally as the characters in the original. Juliet offers to help.
The original was awesome. Maybe I should do a reaction to that one.
Juliet begins to transform right behind her. We can put Juliet on the list since she's a confirmed thing. And while her transformation is mostly CGI, it doesn't look all that bad. I can get down with this one. It's way better than Griggs and his face cracking open. Kate runs away and the Langolier-looking thing chases after her, running straight into Carl and impaling him through the chest with one of its claws. Sorry, Carl.
You know what that looks like? It looks like it's like, you know when the imposter's chest burst open? It looks like the chest of the imposter. You know, I remember they couldn't do special effects in this movie. I hate CGI. I don't like it. I like special effects.
Pretty much exactly like Max from the original.
Could be any of us.
Oh well, maybe that's it for things it takes from the original.
So we take blood samples from everybody, and we test each one of them.
Come on! They determined no one should leave the
Is this
base,
a remake?
Someone could be a thing, just like Juliet was, so Lars and the real girl disable all the vehicles, and he also shows her a secret stash of grenades. Handy. On their way inside, they spot a couple of figures limping towards the camp. Turns out that Derek and Carter survived the helicopter crash, which Peter finds unbelievable for any human being, so he wants to burn them without a trial. Kate convinces him to instead quarantine them while the science shit gets underway. But oh no! Looks like there's a fire and all the science shit is burning up. It's an obvious case of arson, so you know what that means. Saboteur! Colin tries to get himself screen time by accusing Adam of being the guilty party, but before a full fight breaks out, Kate interrupts them.
There might be another way.
So yeah, they don't actually do another blood test. Thank fuck, since all this copying from the original was making this movie feel like The Thing Awakens. Their alternative to the blood test is to check for fillings. Metal in your mouth means you ain't no thing, since things can't replicate inorganic material, judging by that titanium rod found outside of Henrik and the dental fillings found on the bathroom floor. The interesting thing about this blood test alternative is that it can provide false positives, as Adam points out.
I'm no good joke because I'm flawless.
At the end of the test, only Peter, Jonas, Kate, and Lars are for sure human. The potential things are Halvorsen, Edvard, Adam, and Colin. Kate tells Jonas and Lars to go get the Americans so they can test them too, but when they get there, they find the Americans missing, having escaped captivity through the floor. Lars runs off to find them, but gets pulled into a building as Jonas watches. Edvard and Halvorsen are upset about the recent shift in power, so they try to convince Peter, armed with a flamethrower, that the threat is the Americans outside, not his Norwegian bros inside. Jonas arrives with the news that the Americans escaped and took Lars, but all the screaming and shouting is put on pause when they hear a window break. It was the Americans breaking in, and Carter sporting a flamethrower of his own. When Edvard goes Mad King and tells Peter to burn them all, Derek whips out Lars's gun and shoots Peter right through the head in self-defense. Huh, that seems really familiar. Where have I seen that before? Oh yeah! The bullet also pierced Peter's flamethrower, so that whole thing blows up and tosses Edvard across the room, knocking him unconscious. Carter and Derek take control of the situation and have Jonas and Colin help Edvard into the rec room, but while they're carrying him, his hand slips out of his shirt and becomes a thing arm! He slips a few fingers down Jonas's throat as Edvard sprouts a tentacle that whips around the room. It eventually impales Adam through the chest, and as he screams for help, the others take shelter behind a pool table. Derek tries to shoot the thing to death, but also gets impaled through the chest. There's a lot going on here, but I always like to count the deaths in order, and technically, the first one for me is Adam. Edvard thingifies further into a Doom 3 monster, then climbs on top of Adam. The Edvard head snuggles up next to Adam's, and the two begin to merge, ending Adam's life as they become the two-headed thing found in the original. That thing, sometimes known as Split Face, crawls away, and the next to go on the count is Jonas, who's been getting face fucked by that thing arm this whole time. A detachable hand running around on its own, kind of like the one from the Addams family. What was this thing? Oh, I forget. Anyway, Kate torches both of them, and that's that. Finally, Derek succumbs to his chest wound as Carter tends to him, giving us yet another kill from this scene to add on the list. Carter leaves the room and leaves Kate to flame on. The two of them team up to go thing hunting, and during their search, the movie decides that it's done pretending Colin is a real character, and we see him alive for the last time, hiding in a radio room. Dr. Halverson is also hiding, but since he is a real character, he's not forgotten so quickly. The thing tracks him down and charges after him, killing him just off screen on the ground. Always a bummer when you don't see the villainous character killed more explicitly. After hearing Halverson's screams, Kate and Carter are attacked by more thing arms, but they stop them using a fire axe and Kate's trusty flamethrower. Carter's axe is right where Mac and Copper would find it in the original, so Kate's all like,
Don't touch it.
we need to leave it for continuity. They look around some more before Splitface jumps out and attacks Carter. Carter runs away and hides in the kitchen for another scene that makes me think of Jurassic Park. Not sure which I'd rather fight, a thing or a velociraptor. When the thing finds Carter,
I would like
calls
to
that
fight a
heavy charge thing,
velociraptor
Kate appears just
instead of a
lighting
thing.
flames. It crashes through the wall and
So I ain't got no
stops
flamethrower.
the movie
But a
and
velociraptor can be stopped by like a can literally be stopped by a shotgun. So I'd rather be chased down by a velociraptor instead of a thing.
They somehow fix one of the other snowcats and start her up to give chase. Kate bringing along one of those grenades that Lars had shown her earlier. Hey, speaking of him,
What happened to Lars?
You didn't kill him.
oh, okay. Any other info or no? Okay, cool. Kate also looks at Carter carefully and likes something she sees. I'll give you a hint. It's the earring in his ear. They follow Halverson thing to the buried spaceship, which starts up as they're walking on top of it. A bunch of vents start opening, eventually catching up to Kate, who slides down one and is separated from Carter, who remains topside. She wakes up inside the ship and finds a bunch of whirly thingamajigs, then goes deeper into the ship to find the dumbest looking part of this movie. This big old pillar of pixels. No, seriously, look at this thing. It's like they designed some kind of power supply for the ship, but the effects didn't render properly. While Kate is marveling at just how stupid this thing looks, Halverson thing appears behind her and it's like, how about more stupid looking things? You know what, movie? We're good, really. We don't need, okay, sure, thanks. I mean, anything you can do about that awful looking face? Okay, toothy vagina it is. While the vagina dentata thing chases Kate, I'm left wondering two things. First, is this the thing's true form? And second, why show the thing's true form? It drags her out of hiding and is ready to kill her, but she throws a grenade right into its mouth. Carter shows up just in time to watch the fireworks show. I, of course, don't count things on the kill count, so we can just enjoy this death without any kill graphics. The explosion winds up being destructive enough to shut down the ship, which is great news for Carter and Kate, because, man, they must be tired. Carter says there's a Russian station 50 miles away and that they have just enough gas to get there. But as they're getting ready to leave, Kate pauses at something she sees. She takes the flamethrower and points it at Carter and tells him how she's been making sure he's a human this whole time.
Your earring. Where was your other ear?
Oh, Carter thing, you done fucked up. He tries to talk his thing way out of it, but she won't back down. She lets loose with the flamethrower, and the pretty cool slow-motion torching is accompanied by dinosaur sound and thing noises, confirming to Kate and the audience that she was right. Sorry, Carter thing, so close. Kate climbs into the other snowcat and stares out the window as the screen fades to black. Her fate left ambiguous.
Does that mean-
credits is a nice little segment that changes the movie from the thing.
Does that mean the thing kills whoever it morphs into? Let's say it will kill someone, then morph into it.
He shouts for help, but nobody's around, and we see inside that Colin has committed suicide by slitting his throat and his wrist with a straight razor, his blood freezing over into the same strands Mac and Copper will find very shortly. Lars emerges with a gun and checks Matthias' mouth, and although he finds him clear, they watch as a familiar dog thing bolts out of the station and takes off across the snow. The two of them hop back into the helicopter and chase after it, Lars leaning out the side of the chopper to shoot at it. Interesting cliffhanger. I wonder if they'll ever make a sequel. In the meantime, let's count up our dead
They
and get to
do.
the numbers.
They made a sequel before the first movie.
13 people died in the Thing prequel, one more than in the original. The gender breakdown was 12 dudes and 1 lady. Scotch more diversity than the original was all dude Vic list. At a runtime of 102 minutes, that comes out to a kill on average every 7.85 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Juliet. Her background transformation is a cool moment in the film, and although it's obviously CG, it doesn't look downright awful. Dual machete for lamest kill will go to Derek, who just got tentacle stabbed and died from blood loss. Could have done more with that one thing. And that's it. The Thing prequel came out in 2011 and remains the only feature film its director ever made. One day I'll make a video comparing the Thing movies, but for now, I've got a comment response video for you on Monday, and on Friday, the next kill count, It 2017. Until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the kill count. Thanks a lot for watching my kill count on the 2011 Thing.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.